Hey, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. As I'm filming this, it's Christmas Eve, so I hope that you're having a good Christmas Eve. I actually know it's Christmas Eve until I looked it up, but it is. And today I want to talk about the Retrosnap Play console and dropshipping. It's kind of a tale of why you should do your research before you buy things. Not all that glitters is gold. And let's just get into it. Nostalgia bait is defined as an appeal to titles and concepts of when you were younger to appeal to you. It's very emotionally exploitative and pretty predatory, and a lot of people are tired of it. So quote a Reddit post from r/millennials, anyone else actually getting kind of sick of being nostalgia baited? It was fun at first, but now McDonald's are creating adult Happy Meals. I feel like that as far as my brain can be rinsed of nostalgia and novelty, it even feels kind of emotionally exploitative at this point. Not only that, but it's just lazy. Make something new. Who's with me? It's a very common sentiment nowadays because it seems like all that's being made is nostalgia because it's very easy to market towards. Everybody feels as though the world was better when they were a kid because things were simpler. You didn't have to pay bills, you didn't have a job, you didn't have college, all these relationships, all these stressors. The world was better when you were a kid, but just because you were a kid. We can see lots of examples of nostalgia bait with re-releasing movies like Lion King, live action, all these live action movies. It's not anything new, it's just nostalgia bait. And as the post said, adult Happy Meals. Motorola making the Razr, which kind of completely missed the mark because the thing people missed wasn't the fact that it folded, it was the design of the phone itself. I digress, but nostalgia bait is exactly what this company does. Enter Retrosnap Play. So actually, while I was trying to pull up the website for this video, I found out they stopped selling Retrosnap Plays, probably because people opened their eyes to the fact that it's a drop shipping scam. So all the information that I'm using will be the stuff that I could find now that's still up, and the stuff that's on their blog. So if you're not familiar with the company Retrosnap, it's kind of the exact thing that they talk about. They make like these retro cameras, and I put make because I really don't know if they make it or if they're drop shipping those as well. I found some for cheaper on AliExpress, which probably does mean that they're drop shipping them, but I don't know. I don't have evidence for that. Not the point of this video. But what is just the language that they say on their site. This is something that's still up for one of their cameras, and it says, feels like VHS again. Capture memories just like the home videos your dad used to film. See like these appeals to nostalgia, and right again, the perfect nostalgia gift. It's not just a present, it's their favorite memories powered on. No, it's not. This is a piece of cheap plastic that you're giving somebody as a gift. This is not their nostalgia. And another thing that they used to sell were gaming consoles. So sometime early November, I was on Instagram. As I do, I just look at people's stories whenever I go on Instagram because I only have it on web. And I saw someone was plugging a Retrosnap console, and they were like, whoa, this really takes me back to when I was a kid. I'm really playing this all night. And I was like, wow, that looks super cool. And all of their promotional images looked very cool. If I could find any, I'll put them up here. So when I went on their website, I saw that it was on sale for $69. And to that, I was like, okay, that's not bad. But you know what price it actually was? $160. They're charging people $160 for this thing. And you might be like me. When I first saw it, I was just it pulled at my heartstrings because their mission statement said, we started in 2014, just two friends with a big dream and a love for minimalist tech and retro aesthetic. Our brand is dedicated to bringing you nostalgia through retro-style cameras and gaming consoles made to capture memories and relive the magic of the past. So when you hear that, you're like, oh, this is a small startup business that, they just need a little help. In hindsight, 2024, it was last year, you wouldn't have this type of audience yet unless you went on something like Shark Tank or got very lucky. Also, how could you engineer these products without any major backings from any big companies? Because, I haven't heard of this from a company. It was just somebody on their Instagram story. Furthermore, on their website, they also said, most orders are processed and shipped from one of our warehouses, USA, Canada, Australia, and United Kingdom within 1 to 3 business days. How on earth can you have multiple warehouses in multiple countries if you're just a small startup business? So these weren't things that I picked up in the moment, but something I did pick up in the moment is that you can't leave a review straight on their site. They have tons of reviews, but you can't leave one. You have to go to a third party and leave it there, and all of those look like they've been picked, like they have to filter through their own reviews. It would be stuff like, oh, I just bought this, I'm so excited, 5-star. You didn't even get it yet. How are you rating it 5-star? You understand what I mean? And all of the reviews were too polished to me. There was no slang. Sure, they're millennials, they might don't use Gen Z slang, but still, I didn't talk how anybody that I know speaks. It just didn't feel good to me. And another thing that I saw was that they had a Black Friday, because this was during their Black Friday sale, 52 left in Black Friday stock, selling out fast. So I was like, okay, I need to get on this soon, 20% left. For a few days, I kept looking at it, and that number would go up, it would go down, it would go wherever they wanted it to be, because it's not a real number. Those aren't real figures, it's just to scare you into buying it faster. Another point, they said that their product was featured on BuzzFeed, Technology, Wired, and Retro. I frequent BuzzFeed a lot. I mean, I did a lot more back here. I don't really that much now. But I was like, I never remember BuzzFeed even plugging this product. Maybe I missed it, so I went to BuzzFeed's website and typed in Retrosnap. Absolutely nothing. So you're lying about your endorsements, which really feels like these companies can sue you for claiming that they endorsed your product when they didn't. And another thing is that on their site, you can't right-click, you can't grab anything and get the text. You can't do that at all. And that's something that a lot of shady sites do because they don't want you like inspecting element, doing all that type of stuff. They don't want you doing it. That's something that you do on this one. And I was like, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I shouldn't have. What popped the bubble for me was that I figured out that these consoles are actually an R36S. They're not Retrosnap, they're an R36S. This is what the Retrosnap was claiming to be. You wanna know how much I got this for? Around $20. But these ones were $160, and I'll put up on screen how much of a markup that is. I don't want to do the math off the top of my head. That's just really disgusting to me because one, you're drop shipping, which is already a big no-no online. Two, you're nostalgia baiting people. And three, it's a easy lie to get caught in. So they basically just put their logo like right around here over the vents, which you kind of need those vents. I don't know how you would do that, but it's where they put their logo. So the R36S is a SBC, or a single board computer, which is an emulator. If you're not familiar, emulators are machines that are made to completely do the job of another one. So, like if you want a Nintendo emulator, you'll put it on your computer, you can play all of Nintendo games. It acts just like a Nintendo console will. The amazing thing about these is, I'll turn it on, is that it's not just one, like Nintendo or PSP. It is a whole bunch of them. Can you please turn on? You're making me look bad right now. There we go. And you'll see that it says R36S. Yeah, and here we go. It's playing Capcom, it's Nintendo, it has GBA, all of these consoles it has, and you get to play all of them. Pocket color. That's what the amazing thing about this is, and we shouldn't let Retrosnap completely diminish the good name of these consoles because they're amazing and they are a pretty cheap gift. And something I do want to note is that the battery is at 37%. I've charged this thing maybe twice in the whole time I've had it. It does not run down easy at all. If you're curious, I've been playing the Sims 2 GBA. It's not like the actual Sims 2. It's kind of its own different thing where you have like a storyline that you have to do. I've been playing NHL 99 a lot. Sims 2 Pets GBA, I don't really like it that much. But I've been playing Sim City, which I completely lost. And I don't know where it is on this console because there's like 4,000 games. Can't find it. But I will. If you are curious and want to have one of these of your own, there's a big community on Reddit of people that have these. There's tons of different models. You can get what types you want. There are ones that like hold like switches. There are ones that hold like these. All types of things. So go on Reddit to, it's either R36S or there's R/SBC. I believe there's both. So go to one of those if you want one for yourself, and don't support trash companies like this. Yeah, I'm trying to post more. Today's like a pretty chill day. It's raining outside, not really chill. The ceiling of my house fell in, so we had to clean up all of the the filling in the roof. And since this house is pretty old, it probably has asbestos in it, and I breathed all that in. I feel fine, but got this dude from Kate, and I love him very much. And this, not the hot cocoa inside, I made that myself, but wanted to have a more, my dad just came in and said domo styling. But yeah, I just wanted to post something because I'm trying to get into the groove of posting. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be something that I'm posting because I tanked all my views. I don't really care about that as much. I like making the stuff, but still, you spend all your time making something and it does terribly. Doesn't feel very great. But definitely let me know what you want to see from me. I'm going to be making a kind of video on intros to digital minimalism. I'm going to start with tackling phone addiction. Again, I'm not a professional, just someone who has experience in the matter. But let me know what else you want to see from me. I'll do some more casual stuff, vertical videos. Sometimes I just want to talk. And yeah, you guys have a nice day. Like, subscribe, all that.